Having some technical difficulties over here in the Zoom world. So I'm just going to give a little refresher. Our recording stopped and started again. So aloha, if you are just joining us today, we are excited to be here with you. We're coming to you to share about our upcoming 30-day health reset. And really, this is an opportunity to create powerful transformation in how you're feeling with your energy, with your vibrancy, with many aspects of your health. And we have a whole panel of speakers from an incredibly inspiring community here to share their testimonials today, to color in the picture of a little bit more what this is truly all about and what it can do for you. So again, I'm Erica. And when this protocol came into my world, I had become newly a single mother. I had 5 children I was raising in a period of about 13 years. I was consecutively breastfeeding and or pregnant without a pause. And my body was in a state of very profound depletion and demineralization. And what that looked like for me was so severe. Actually, my teeth were falling out, my hair was falling out, my fingernails are splitting down the middle. Even my youngest child, by the time his teeth came in, they literally just withered away because of the loss of enamel strength from my body being very, very demineralized. And it was hard to step out of chronic stress and experiencing brain fog. And my adrenal glands were just completely taxed and exhausted. So not only was I navigating the breakup of a long relationship and single motherhood, I was trying to find a way to prepare for my future. And I was also trying to find a way to get through the day to day and still parent and homeschool and raise 5 children. So I was searching for something. It's even an understatement to say that I needed a lift in my life and I needed support. And then a friend shared with me about this nutrition. And I was so thrilled when I found out that this 30-day protocol is actually super supportive for pregnant and nursing mothers. And it's something that I had not found anywhere else that I was ever looking, that this would be a safe protocol for mothers. So I really welcomed it in. And I have a long background in working as an organic chef, organic farmer. I've been an educator and an author on superfoods and health and nutritional lifestyles for my whole adult life, probably over 25 years. And yet I'd never found or even produced myself growing things in Hawaii, anything to the quality of this nutritional protocol. Within days and weeks and months, I was completely coming back to life. I felt like all my cells just completely started to regenerate and come to fullness again. And I really started to find myself having way more energy and way more clarity and balance and groundedness. And I felt really inspired to share this with my children, to share this with everyone else I knew. And it was creating some powerful shifts in my life that I'm so grateful for. So 4.5 years later today, I've been still every day living and thriving on this nutrition. It's something I would never go without because it's just given me that much of a quality of life upgrade. So here in the current moment, we are really excited to be co-hosting and facilitating a 30-day holistic health reset. And this is an opportunity to experience many shifts to your health. And I personally am going to be one of the facilitators on this journey. And I'm going to be bringing to you a whole collection of recipes and some videos and really showing you some different ways to make nourishing cuisine that is very complementing of our cleansing protocol. And yet at the same time, this is not the type of experience where you're feeling that you're depriving yourself of eating. You're actually going to nourish yourself all day long and you're going to triple up on your nutrition and you'll probably have never been so deeply nourished. So I look forward to bringing you many different amazing options and inspirations for how you can fuel yourself and nourish you and your family and whoever joins you on this journey with some amazing foods. So next, I would like to bring on an incredible speaker today, Leah Borowski. who is a friend I have made through this experience in this community. And Leah is going to bring to you a little bit of her testimony and guide us through introducing the rest of our speakers on our call today. And thank you so much for being here today with us, Leah.
Thank you, Erica. Thanks for sharing your powerful story. I'm always amazed by you and by what you've created in your life, and so grateful that you were able to be helped to change all of that depletion and be able to be resourced to take care of your children and your family and grow all that you're growing. So I'm really grateful to be here today and every day. My name is Leah, and I'm an acupuncturist, a massage and craniosacral therapist, and have been passionate about health, about wellness of both the earth and our bodies for a very long time. I was a farmer and really passionate about organic agriculture from age 14, when I suddenly was awakened to what was happening in our food industry. And so what I want to speak to first, before I share anything of my personal story, is really why does this help? Why does this protocol that we work with help to resolve, transform, change chronic long-term conditions that people are suffering with? We live in a state in the world where we live with very nutrient depleted soils. So over the past 50 years of chemical agriculture, industrial agriculture, the farming system has changed to the point where most soils are completely nutrient devoid, and farmers are not feeding the soil to be able to give nutrients to the plants. And so the majority of the food that we're actually getting from grocery stores, even if it's grown organically, is very nutrient poor, because the state of the soils, only 1% of this planet's soils are actually nutrient dense at this point, because most of it has been over-farmed, over-tilled, and really stripped of its nutrients. And so this leaves us with an entire population of the planet being very nutrient deficient in our bodies, and the amount of chemical toxins that have been used across the planet have permeated our water, our soils, our air, and that gets into breast milk and is found in every person's body. Pretty much, I won't say every person, but 95% of people on this planet have been found to have chemical residues, including glyphosate, which is Roundup, which is one of the most highly used chemical herbicides on the earth. And so we, as our bodies, are of the earth. So whatever we eat, we're taking in whatever is being put in the soil, whatever is in the air. We are a representation and a reflection of what's going on in our environment. And so we all know we have climate change going on, and we also have a huge epidemic of illness and dis-ease that's happening throughout human bodies and beyond, into animal bodies as well. But we're just focused on human bodies right now on this call, and recognizing that how we feed ourselves and how we feed the earth are reciprocal and in relationship all the time. And so what we're passionate about, everyone who has partnered with this company, which is called Purium, which stands for pure and premium, we've partnered with this company because we all highly value earth health and human health and the health of all life. And this is what this company stands for, is feeding the soils, feeding the earth and giving back, being in healthy relationship, and then having those soils grow food that is healthy for our bodies, healthy for the water systems, healthy for the whole ecosystem. And so what we have found through this is that not only has everybody, most people, I'll again not make these huge like everybody, but 95% of people have massive transformations in our health and well-being. And we also are part of contributing to a greater ecological change happening on the planet, which is necessary for us to survive as a species. And so we're aligned with this company, Purium, because of our ecological passions and our passion for health. And so what I've loved as an acupuncturist and massage and craniosacral therapist and someone who's been an environmentalist is this has brought together my passion for the health of the earth and the health of our bodies. And so it's been an incredible journey since my own moment of really extreme depletion of my daughter being 1 year old, of being like, okay, I have tried everything. I know so much about nutrition, so much about health. No matter what I tried, I was depleted emotionally, physically. I was just really spent. And I said, okay, I will try this thing that my dear friend had told me about a year earlier, that I was like, powders, packages, not my thing. But then I decided to try it, and within 2 weeks, I had a lot more energy, and both. Hold on one second. I'm not sure where the Band-Aids are, sweetie. Can you go ask Papa? Thank you. And so I felt a huge transformation in my own well-being and my ability to be with her and to show up in my relationship and for her and for my life. And I've been sharing with hundreds of people since then. And so today we're going to hear some stories from people who have used this program, who have detoxified our bodies from glyphosate. That's one of the main things that this does that no other program that I know of does. Is it is clinically proven to clear the body of glyphosate, which is Roundup, and to restore the health of the gut microbiome, and to also flood our body with nutrients. And so when we do that, when we clear out the toxins and we give the body these nutrients that we've been missing because of the greater environmental situation, so much can start to heal from that root level, that core level of what it manifests as so many different imbalances and so many different health conditions. When we actually restore the gut microbiome is the foundation of our health, emotional and physical health. So when we restore the gut, clear out the toxins, and give our bodies the nutrition, our cells, the nutrients that they need to function, in all of these different ways, we start to reestablish balance and we start to heal ourselves, because we actually are designed as a self-healing mechanism. Our body, when we cut ourselves, we heal. Our whole body is designed that way. And the reason why we haven't been functioning that way is because of the overload of toxins and the nutrient deficiency. So that's what this program is all about, is going to the core root level of what's happening underneath imbalances, so that we have the strength in our immune system, in our emotional health. We have serotonin and dopamine at higher levels, which are produced in the gut microbiome. We have our hormonal, thyroid, adrenal, all of these systems are at the root about a gut microbiome health. And so when we address the gut, we then are able to address all of these other levels. So today you're going to hear a range of stories. And these stories represent that range of how, when we address this core root level of what's going on, how many different things can start to shift in our health. So I am excited to introduce our first speaker to share her story today. I mean, obviously she's our third speaker, but our first, anyway, Carol, my dear sister-in-law, who I'm so grateful to be in this journey with, to be in this life journey with, and to be able to share this, as we are both so passionate about helping people with nutrition and with healing. So Carol, I would love for you to come on and share your powerful story. And one more thing is, I will be facilitating this, a facilitator in our next 30-day guided group, and I'll be sharing Qigong and presence practices. So I'm super excited for anyone to join us. And Carol is also going to be a facilitator. So I welcome you to come on, share your story, and share what you'll be offering too.
Thank you so much, Leah and Erica. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. And thank you for inviting me to speak and share my story a little bit. So I am here in New York City, and I have been a holistic health counselor for women who are in their preconception time all the way through their postpartum time for just about 20 years now. And all throughout these 20 years, I have been eating an organic, whole foods diet. And that was not always the case. I lived the first part of my life with a standard American diet. And of course, when I switched to a whole foods diet, I had great health transformations. One thing, though, that I always struggled with was my teeth. So despite having a really beautiful diet that I've been very careful with, every time I went to the dentist, I would have 1 or 2 cavities. And I would always ask the dentist, please give me time to remineralize. Let me try to heal this on my own. And I would do all of the things. Of course, I wasn't having sugar. I was working with minerals. I was working with bone broth. I was working with special toothpastes and tooth powders and oil swishing and doing all of the things. And every time I would go back and it never worked. And I would end up having a cavity or two filled. And this went on for many years. And I eventually just completely gave up. So along came Purium. Leah introduced me and thought that it would be a really good fit. And I was very skeptical and disinterested in something that was going to be packaged. And I was already working with superfoods and didn't think that this would have much value for my life. But thankfully, I did go ahead and give it a try. And it has been a profound transformation for me. And what I realized is that I was actually not absorbing all of the beautiful foods that I've been feeding myself all of these years. And I believe that it was the healing of my gut lining and restoring those little villi that allowed me to begin to really absorb the food that I'm eating. And that coupled with these superfoods being so incredibly nutrient dense, after working with them for just a short period of time, I started with the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation and I continued on for a few months. I had my dentist appointment. I had had 2 cavities. That was prior to the pandemic. So I'd gone at least a full year without having them checked out. And it turns out that I had remineralized those 2 spots. It's now been another trip to the dentist since then, and I had no new cavities. And this is after years and years of trying. So I'm just so incredibly grateful. I could go on and on. I'm going to keep my share really short today. But what I want to really share is that the absorption of what you're eating is a profound part of your ability to utilize what you're taking in, your ability to assimilate. And the Purium protocol is incredibly specific at helping you to achieve that assimilation and to remineralize your body. So as Leah said, I'm also going to be facilitating this 30-day transformation. I love doing it. I love hearing from my friends and family about their health transformations. And I'm going to be bringing you support for your digestion and elimination and self-care practices that you can bring into your 30-day experience. So thanks for having me. I'm going to pass the stick over.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, that piece is so important. You know, we say that food is medicine, but really it can only be medicine if we can actually absorb what we're taking into our bodies. And so that piece of the absorption and our gut health of what we're actually able to uptake of these nutrients, these few nutrients that are even left in our food, if we can't uptake them, then we're getting even fewer. So thank you for really highlighting that piece is so essential of what we're actually assimilating, and that most soils and most food is also mineral deficient. And so we need to replenish our minerals as well. Thank you. So good to hear your story. I love it. So inspiring. And now I'm very happy to bring on Faye, who's going to be sharing her amazing story of transformation. And I'm really excited because I haven't heard it yet. So I'm really excited to meet you and to hear this because I've been hearing about it, but now I get to hear it from you. So welcome, Faye.
Thank you so much. My name's Faye. I'm so grateful to be here to share my story because it's been so transformational for me. I have had chronic Lyme disease basically my whole life since I was like 11 or 12, and it really affected me growing up. And I did a lot of work with in my early 20s, mid 20s. I did a lot of work with like healing and eating healthy foods and superfoods and stuff like that, and it helped to some extent. And recently, 2.5 years ago, I got in a car accident, and the car accident made everything come back full force. And no matter what I did, I was on bed rest for a while, so that like I feel like activated it again. and I had a hard time sleeping. I had joint pain. I was just so tired all the time. So much so that I had to like meditate in order to just stand up or sit, like from sitting, or like go up the stairs and just like really like pull my energy together. And it just affected my day-to-day life. It was also emotionally draining, and yeah, the joint pain and the brain fog, it was so intense. And I decided to like, Purium came back into my life because I'd done the cleanses before, but this time it came back in my life, and I was like, okay, like I can jump full force into this and do like the full 30 days and maybe 3 full 30 days just to trust and have faith and see if this works. Because I tried everything. I went to all these doctors, and nobody could help me. I had rashes all over my body, and nobody knew like exactly what they could do for me. I had no answers. And then so I tried it. I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. And by the end of the 30 days, I could sleep better. I like slept like a whole night through. And I could just get up and stand up and walk up the stairs. And I could think clearly, and my emotions were more in balance. And I had no more, I hardly had any more joint pain. And the biggest thing for me was that I had energy, which is just like so incredible, because if you don't have energy, you can't exercise, which is like super important for draining the lymph nodes and stuff like that, and especially for Lyme's. So it like got me to this like gift to like be able to get out of the cycle and to like really take care of my body and my soul and like really get into a rhythm again. And it's just been such a miracle and a blessing. And since then, I just want to share it with everyone, and just so grateful to be part of this community. And yeah, what a blessing this is. It really is. Thank you.
Wow, Faye, I'm so happy for you to have that powerful transformation. There are so many people who are suffering with Lyme, and it's really amazing what you went through and how quickly that all started to shift, and has been shifting from being in such an intensely painful and depleted state. I know there are so many people who are really suffering, and yeah, it's so inspiring to hear you and know that we have this possibility and this pathway that can help more people. So I'm really happy for you. Thank you for sharing your story. It touches me. So next, I'm excited to introduce Mari. Mari, I'm really happy to meet you today, and really looking forward to hearing your story of transformation. I've been hearing about you, so also please come on and let everybody know what's been happening for you.
Yay, mahalo, Leah. Mahalo, Erica, and thank you for hosting the call today. I'm also deeply, deeply moved and excited to share my story for the first time with the team and on this media. And I'm sharing this morning from the big island of Hawaii, and I hope that you can hear birds singing in the background and maybe feel some ocean waves. And so my story, my big transformation with Purium started almost a month ago. I'm just finishing my first 30-day transformation, and I'm just in awe of all the changes and different shifts and moves that are currently I'm witnessing and experiencing unfold. So I'm a sound healer and a song collector and a storyteller, and I'm deeply, deeply passionate, especially in the last 6 years, about the holistic connection of interdependencies between our body, our heart, our mind, and our soul. And I'm also an avid meditator. You know, this is one of the tools that I have to connect with myself and with the world that is inside and outside, and to bridge between those two worlds. And when I reached out to Purium, my intention was to really bring more vitality and energy and strength into my body. And little did I know how much more of an effect it will have. So it really started with that, with just really doing a lot of work and bringing so many intentions on my gut health, my vitality, my sleep. And as time unfolded, it was very, very interesting to me that that was just the baseline. You know, those are just the infrastructures, very important ones. And at the same time, that was the beginning of my journey. As what it really opened up to me is an opportunity to re-examine my relationship with food. And what is it really that serves me? What is it things that are maybe past patterns or different ways of interacting with food that did not serve me well? And another thing that was amazing to me was that my meditation practice has completely shifted and changed. I feel that, you know, during the time that I've been journeying with Purium, my mind, my monkey brain is much quieter than usual. And I find a lot of peacefulness and a lot of easiness in entertaining my thoughts and you know, understanding them. And I just feel a lot of clarity, just a lot of groundness, a lot of balance, a lot of clarity. My sleep, I highly resonate with things that were also shared here. My sleep is completely different. My rest is different. And I'm just very, very grateful for being able to tap in such a deep, holistic level into my well-being. So thank you.
Beautiful, Mari. I felt like I was in a meditation just listening to you. It's like this rolling way of like getting to feel your essence, and I'm grateful that you're feeling that shining even more. Yeah, it's amazing how many levels, the spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial level that we that Purium offers for everybody is like, it's all connected, and it's a beautiful way that we can see them all being integrated and affecting each other. So thank you for bringing that story forward. That exemplifies that too. Our next speaker today is Laura. Laura, I look forward to hearing your story today. I've been just getting to witness and know you a bit more recently through when you joining our community, and I have a desire to know you more as I've seen you show up and you're shining your light. And so I'm excited to hear your story of what brought you here. So thank you for coming on the call today.
Everyone for having me. And I've been so grateful to hear your stories so far and to be able to share mine. So I am a trauma survivor, and I now work with many women and men who have had trauma when they were young as well. And I serve as a balanced lifestyle coach. So I deal a lot with the spiritual realm and the physical realm, and how we can balance those two out and give each of them equal attention. And for me, my spiritual realm and my spiritual body was really balanced, but my physical realm, my physical body was really, really imbalanced, which they both are connected so much in a way that they, when one is in balance, so is the other, right? So I, in 2019, was diagnosed with endometriosis and myofascial pelvic floor disorder, both of which had re-triggered my own trauma from when I was a child. And so it was a very frustrating moment in being a holistic practitioner to be in a situation where I was basically being told that the only way to heal my chronic pain with endometriosis would be to get rid of my female organs and have a hysterectomy. And that just wasn't an option for me because spiritually, I wanted that to happen naturally. I wanted to be able to lose my menstrual cycle naturally as my body, you know, aged with time. So I was coming to a point in my life where I was just praying for something to come through and help me in a way where it would also not deplete my bank account. So if I'm being honest, like I, as a holistic practitioner, could not afford to go get holistic practicing help. So I was praying for something that would help me and would also help my clients as well, as they were showing up with similar situations. So when Purium came, it was an amazing opportunity for not only for me to try the transformation, but to also come on as a brand partner and share this with other people and share this as a business. And to say that it has transformed my life is, there is just that's not even enough words. So my endometriosis has dramatically changed and shifted from the biomedic, from cleansing and detoxifying the glyphosate from the body, which we wouldn't think that that would be connected to our menstrual cycles, but it is, because our hormones live in our gut. And like you were saying at the beginning, like that is everything. When we clear that, everything else can flow through the channels, right? So my endometriosis has dramatically changed to the point where if I don't have my biomedic, like say I forget to order it, it goes back to, not as intensely, but it goes back to being really painful. So endometriosis is a very, very painful silent experience that many women suffer from silently. And if I don't have it, I can tell a difference. So this month, even my spirit guides were like, do you believe us now when we say that this is actually really working for your body? So make sure you order it every single month. So it has been a beautiful experience. And I just, for anyone that's watching and questioning, I just say, give it a chance and give it a try. And know that you're going to be so supported by other people who can help you understand what's going on with your body in the process of detoxing and flooding the body with nutrients.
Wow, thank you, Laura. Such a powerful story. Yeah, so many women struggling with menstrual imbalances, with endometriosis, fibroids, cysts, and basically, yeah, from a Chinese medicine perspective, what that is qi and blood stagnation. And what I've learned, as I was so passionate about my whole life going deeper, as going from massage into Chinese medicine, and now with Purium, is like, oh wow, oh my gosh, the root of all of that is this toxicity, and that underneath all of our hormonal, menstrual, the whole endocrine system, and which includes and leads to the thyroid and the adrenal, is this gut health. And so it's so powerful to hear about your transformation. And I know so many women in our community have had these major transformations in our hormonal and our reproductive health. And so thank you for bringing your story. I'm so happy for you that you are being relieved from that pain and from so many years, and also now being able to be a holistic practitioner who actually is healing your body, or helping your body with holistic practitioner stuff, and being able to afford it and actually make money doing it. That is so powerful, and such a gift that we also have in this community, is that we, as a community of many, many practitioners, many farmers, many people who are committed to helping the health of the earth and people's bodies, can actually help ourselves and grow and be more financially well. And that is such a gift that we are able to do, is have our own transformations in our health, and then serve others, and all help each other be more financially thriving, and we lift each other up. And so if you're hearing these stories, and we have one more story, but if you're hearing hearing these stories and you're both drawn for yourself, or you know people, or you're like, wow, I would love to share this with people, know that there's a business opportunity for you here, where you can help other people to have this kind of health and life transformation, and also create a financial flow for yourself. And we can share more about that briefly at the end. I want to invite our last speaker to come on and share, Jessica, who has a powerful story of her journey with her skin, and also I know this has been anyway, I'll just let her speak. Jessica, I love you. I'm so grateful that you're here. Jessica's also going to be one of the facilitators in our upcoming group. Please come share your story.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Jess, and I am going to be a facilitator here. I'm really grateful to be sharing meditation, energy healing, and balancing tools. And my journey with Purium was kind of an unexpected one. I have had severe cystic acne for around 6 or 8 years, coupled with depression bouts that came in relation with my acne. So I would get acne bouts and then I would have depression bouts. And it was something that weighed me down for a long time and left me feeling depleted, just because I was suffering physically, but there was always something deeper going on. And Purium came to me and allowed me to have more energy. And I think the biggest thing with healing my acne was also healing my emotional state. I felt a lot more balanced and clear, and I wasn't as reactive when I would feel something, which allowed me to kind of have this like neutral space to see my acne as not something that weighs me down or makes me less than. So I have been able to like stand in my power a lot more and allow my body to actually heal itself with the confidence of the superfoods in my life as a solely foundation of my nutrition. Like, it fuels me every single day, like it does most of these beautiful people. But truly, it's been allowing me to have more like courage and strength in my life to continue healing and continue moving through whenever any emotions come through. I feel more grounded in knowing that I have something as simple that it seems as nutrition, but it goes so much deeper than that, to healing our bodies and healing our minds. Like that was the biggest thing for me, was how my mind healed and how I feel so much more strong and supported in my life because my body feels much more supported. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit of my story, keep it short and simple because I know we're a little bit going on time. So yeah, just know that this is something for everyone, and regardless of how healthy I thought I was, this came and made a gigantic, massive difference in my life and in my family's life as well. So I'm very grateful for that and for the strength that I've acquired through this community and the empowerment I've acquired through this community just by taking an action step for my own health. So thank you.
Thank you, Jess. I really appreciate hearing you and feeling you and the journey that you've been on, and so grateful to be here with you and that this has served you in your life. And I know it will continue to, as it does for all of us. And so if you've been listening to this call and you're feeling like amazed, like I am, like such a range of stories, such a range of life experience, such a range of struggles and challenges that we go through as humans and as humans on the planet at this time. And if you're feeling lit up and inspired by what you've heard today, know that or if you have someone in mind, like, oh, I have this friend, I know this person in my family, like, we're here to help. We want people to thrive. We want to all lift up all of humanity and serve the earth. And so please join us for our next Health and Fitness Reset, which is coming up starting June 10th. We have several groups, so whoever invited you here, depending which one they're working with, but we have one starting June 10th. And everyone on this call who spoke has a discount code for you for over $100 off. We have a foundational 30-day pack. We have several other packs. Some include athletes products if you're more of an athlete. And they all work with helping to, at least the ones that we foundationally start with, help to, what we spoke about, restore the gut microbiome, detoxify glyphosate, and flood your body with nutrition so that you can start to really transform your health and your life. And so get with the person who invited you to this call. They have a discount code for you. They can help guide you through the process, send you more information about any of our guided groups, or just help you along your own journey if you choose to do it solo. And if you're drawn to learn more about the business, we would love to have you join our community. We have an incredible community of people who are all passionate about, you know, everything that you've heard today. And so again, get with the person who invited you. Your business actually comes free with the purchase of a pack. So if you think you'll even start to share it with, you know, some friends and some community, you can start to create an income stream for yourself, for your life, for your own financial well-being. And we are here on this mission, and we would love for you to join us. So thanks for joining us for this call today. Thanks for tuning in and giving your heart and your time and your energy to listening. And today also, yes, thank you, Christina. If you're hearing this call today, it's Memorial Day and we have sales going on. And so by tonight, if you order a 30-day Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack, which is the pack that everyone here did as our foundational pack, you will get 2 free products. Aloe Digest, which is amazing digestive support, probiotics, enzymes, concentrated aloe vera, and Cocoa Hydrate, which is incredible hydration, electrolytes, helps, you know, if you're going out for sports, if you're just going out for the day, if you just want something yummy to drink. So those both come free with the purchase of your 30-day pack. And if you're interested in any other of sales, the person who invited you can let you know what those are, and they're available until tonight. So today's a great day to order your Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack, to get plugged in and to join us for one of our upcoming health resets and have these 2 free products and just get rolling with your own health transformation and life transformation, or anyone else that you want to share it with. All right. Anything else, Christina or Erica, that I should say, add in here? Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you to all of our speakers and guests. I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing your stories. And I'm so happy that we're all here together and that you get to be, you know, I mean, for me, it happened already 3 years ago, but I'm so happy to hear all these fresh stories because it keeps me so lit up and inspired. So I'm grateful to be here together. All right, have a beautiful day. Aloha, shalom, mahalo, arrivederci. Okay, have a beautiful day. And if anyone wants to pop off and say goodbye, you can do that. All right. To your health.
Thank you. Have a good one.